My little sister, Mia Blanchard, is getting proposed to today.
I was jealous of my sister.
I wore these pants because I knew that she would probably be wearing leggings. And if she's going to show her body, I wanted to too.
That's one of my triggers, is my sister.
Is the question I can ask Ken that will make him most uncomfortable.
When he's gonna propose.
He's stuck with me for life anyway. A ring can come off, a child cannot.
Imagine that it's one of the happiest days of your entire life. You finally get engaged to your boyfriend, only for your sister, who's been in prison for 8.5 years, to announce it to the internet before you get the chance. The sister being Gypsy Rose Blanchard, although she is arguing that she didn't post the engagement announcement before her sister Mia Blanchard did, but we'll get into that a little more on into this video. Because Gypsy Rose Blanchard's sister, Mia Blanchard, got engaged over the weekend. And naturally, social media is abuzz talking about this, with some people arguing that it was absolutely insane for Gypsy Rose Blanchard to post about Mia's engagement on TikTok before Mia had the opportunity to. People talking about how Gypsy is jealous because she's with her baby daddy Ken. They have a child together, and he has yet to propose, considering we know Gypsy said on multiple occasions that she's jealous of her sister Mia and that she's even a trigger for her. And we also have some screenshots from Gypsy's paid subscriber only chat over on Instagram that she has coined the Gyp Babes. So let's get into it. This all started with Gypsy posting this picture over on her Instagram. It's a photo of she and Ken, and she's wearing the same exact outfit from Mia's engagement video. However, she posted it the day before. Then the next day, Gypsy posted this video, which is a video of Mia's engagement, captioned, "Congratulations to my amazing sister, Mia Blanchard, on her engagement."
We are in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, because my little sister, Mia Blanchard, is getting proposed to today. So the whole family is here, and I cannot wait to share this moment with her.
Now, this portion of the video I have to mute because she is playing a song, and due to copyright, I can't share it. But as you can see, the Blanchard family is there. Mia's now fiance, Andre's family, is there. And then he is proposing to her out in this field. Now, they also had a photographer with them as well. So it looks like they did pictures there. And actually, they had told Mia that they were planning a family photo shoot. And that's how they had the entire family out. But really, it was her proposal and engagement. And then Mia and Andre had some pictures done. And her ring is absolutely beautiful. Gypsy wrote in text on screen, "Congratulations, sis. We love you." In the comments of this post, Gypsy wrote, "I miss so much of her life, but I am so grateful to be able to see this moment." Then on Mia's Instagram page, she posted these images with a caption that says, "Forever and a lifetime to go," with images from the photo shoot from her proposal. Look at her ring. It is beautiful. So to be clear, Mia hasn't posted a video of the actual proposal. She posted these images on Instagram roughly 1 hour before Gypsy did. And so far, the top liked comment on Mia's Instagram post is, "Sorry your troll sister tried to steal your spotlight, but congrats." But of course, Gypsy didn't only post about Mia's engagement on Instagram, she also posted about it on TikTok as well, multiple times, 3 to be exact. And I would argue that just because Mia posted 1 hour before Gypsy doesn't mean that it was also wrong for Gypsy to post about Mia's engagement. Because 1 hour apart really is not that big of a difference. You should have at least waited until the next day. Allow Mia to have at least a 24-hour period where she can announce it on her socials before you go posting it on yours so that you can monetize the moment. Now, Mia did make a video post over on her TikTok. It's a video of her doing her makeup and getting ready, where she says that she feels like she's going to be proposed to that day.
I'm getting engaged today, but I don't know. We're taking family pictures and everybody's wearing white apparently.
Everyone except Gypsy, apparently. Yes, they were all supposed to wear white, but Gypsy, Aurora, and Christy wore blue. Mia goes on to explain that another reason she thinks she's going to be proposed to today is that their anniversary is on May 18th, and Andre likes to do things on the 18th date of every month.
Oh my god, I think it's happening today. My parents turned their location off. Is it happening today? Is it happening today? Okay, a little backstory. We're taking family pictures with Andre's side of the family. Andre is from Hattiesburg, and I'm from Louisiana, cut off. Very, like, kind of far from each other, and we're taking family pictures with his side. And when he told me, like, we have to wear white and whatnot, I'm like, Andre, you better not be proposing without my family there. Like, I will be so upset. And he's like, dude, I'm not. It's just, like, family pictures, chill. And I'm like, okay, whatever, if you say so. So that's the backstory on that.
So, the initial plan was that Andre told Mia that they were having family pictures done with Andre's side of the family. So, she didn't even know that the Blanchard family was to be there for pictures to begin with. So she goes on to explain that her parents told her that their plans for the weekend were going to a crawfish boil. So she then went back to thinking that she wasn't getting proposed to. But as we know, she did get engaged. So Mia added the video of her getting proposed to at the end of her Get Ready With Me video. Besides that, this is the only other video that she has posted on any platform where she's showing off her ring. However, in the comment section of Mia's TikTok video, you will see tons of comments about how Gypsy ruined Mia's engagement announcement. The top liked comment says, "Why did she announce it before you? OMG, it has me so pressed. Congratulations." Another, "Am I the only one who actually heard it here first? Congrats, babe." Another says a certain someone already spilled the beans, and it goes on. And that's why I'm saying I don't think that it matters that Gypsy allowed Mia to post first, because she only gave her 1 hour. And that's why people think that Gypsy posted before Mia did, because it really was not a lot of time at all. Which then brings us to the newly leaked messages from Gypsy's Gyp Babes chat, which is her chat over on Instagram for her paid members. So in this message, Gypsy writes, "I swear, some people judge and try to find something to roast me for, LOL. I texted my sister before I posted my video, and I was waiting for her to announce her engagement before I posted, and she announced on Instagram first, then TikTok last. Some think I announced her own engagement for her. I'm like, oh please, don't act like my video from Instagram would not have been screen recorded and put on TikTok before I even could, LOL. My sister loved my video. I would understand had I not texted her beforehand, but I did." Then Gypsy shares these screenshots that are allegedly her text messages between she and Mia. Gypsy sends her the video and then writes, "I made a video and I'm waiting for you to announce. I'm tearing up watching it. Heart emojis. Thank you for sharing this moment with us." Gypsy also shared in this chat a screenshot of a story that I'm assuming she posted on Instagram, where she wrote in text on screen, "Mia did announce her own engagement first on Instagram." And in this screenshot, she attached 2 photos that are screenshots of both she and Mia's posts with timestamps. So Mia's says 4 hours, Gypsy's says 3 hours. Again, only a 1 hour window in between the 2 posts. Gypsy goes on to write, "I love my sister, and it's so annoying the way haters try and make it seem like we are in some kind of competition, and we aren't. It's so simple. I'm just happy for my sister and excited for her. This is a big moment, and I thought my video was a lovely tribute to her." This guy replies to Gypsy and says, "You know how to shut them down. Keep living a good, healthy life. Their input does not matter. Fuck them." Gypsy replies, "I know, and honestly, no matter what choices I made in this situation, I was going to get hate no matter what. If I didn't post, if I did post. Someone even said, well, you aren't wearing white, because in Mia's video, she was saying how everybody was supposed to wear white." Exactly. "And I've always heard that only the bride is supposed to be in white. Yeah, on their wedding day. So I chose blue, and so did Christy. That's why I dressed Aurora in blue as well. Like, does any of that matter? If you were told to wear white, wear white. So I actually did take a lot of thought to make sure my sister's day was special and only be a support for her. However, Gypsy went on to post a third video on TikTok, a behind the scenes, supposedly, of Mia's engagement. It's Gypsy, Christy, and her grandmother driving to where the engagement is going to happen. Gypsy in her outfit, the blue dress.
Are you ready for your daughter to get engaged?
A little bit, not really.
Yes!
So that was Gypsy saying, "Are you ready for your daughter to get engaged?" in another new accent. She wrote in text on screen, "My accent comes out thick around my family." I had to mute the majority of this video because Gypsy is playing a song, but I had to let you guys hear that part because I thought it was hilarious. But here, we're watching Gypsy, Christy, and Rod supposedly sneak over to this area that Mia's about to get engaged to, because remember, only Andre's family is supposed to be there for pictures. And then as they get closer, you can see that Mia and Andre are just standing in like a huge open field. So the chances of them not seeing them walk up are slim to none. But either way, Mia got engaged. Gypsy didn't. And pretty much everyone knows that Gypsy wants to be proposed to. She wants to marry Ken. And even though they now have a child together and they live together, he has yet to propose.
Is the question I can ask Ken that will make him most uncomfortable?
When he's gonna propose.
Okay.
I want to marry Gypsy because I love Gypsy, and I'm proud to have her as a partner. I'm proud to have her as a parent in my life, and those are the reasons why I want us to take that step, and I believe that we'll get there.
And if you remember how Gypsy's Lifetime show ended, it actually ended with Ken walking into a jewelry store and buying a ring, and everyone thought that he was going to propose at that time. But again, he didn't. And in October of 2025, Gypsy explained on a live stream why Ken didn't end up proposing.
Will there be another season of the show? No. Why leave it at a cliffhanger? Well, all right. You want some tea? I'll give you some tea. So, yes, Ken went ring shopping. The last scene was the cliffhanger. And, the producers knew that, he wanted to go ring shopping. Oh, this is so hard to talk about. When we were filming our last day, where I was doing my interview where, I clearly had shorter hair, the producers were asking me a series of questions about the last time I communicated with Ryan, and they ask things in a certain way where if they don't get the answer they want, they keep asking it in a different way, okay? So the questions were like, do you feel like you need closure with Ryan? Do you miss Ryan? Do you want him as a friend? Is there something that is still, lingering in the air that you wish you could have said, and all this kind of stuff? So I was answering the questions, and Ken was in the living room, and this is at the old place. Ken was in the living room. I was with the producer in the bedroom, and so it was hushed tones, so nothing could be heard from the living room. But Ken had overheard some talk in the bedroom because the audio guy had left his audio equipment unattended, and he overheard through the headphones what we were talking about. And so the conversation was basically me explaining everything that I said in the apology video that y'all probably remember. So basically I was explaining to the producer that yes, I had been in communication with him. I did send pictures of Aurora to him. Why did I send pictures of Aurora to him? It was not to rub it in. It was to get him to see that she's an innocent child in all of this. She's not an it. This is who we are putting in the mix of a situation. So can you please take the paternity test so we can get you off the birth certificate, put Ken on the birth certificate, change her name, and then we could all just move forward with a little bit more ease. And so I was explaining all of this, and Ken overheard, and I had not told Ken, that I had had a full conversation with Ryan about all this kind of stuff.
In other words, Gypsy was talking to Ryan behind Ken's back, sent him pictures of Aurora, and Ken had no idea, and found out while Gypsy was being filmed for this TV show. Gypsy has been caught multiple times talking to Ryan behind Ken's back, and even talking to Ken behind Ryan's back.
Or that I had sent pictures of Aurora to Ryan. So Ken overheard this, and when we were done with the interview, I come out and I can see that he's visibly upset, and so I'm like, what's wrong? And he didn't tell me until after they all left, okay? So we had this big argument about, this communication with Ryan does not need to be had any further once the paternity test is solved and the birth certificate is fixed and all this kind of stuff. So I said, I understand, I level with you, I don't need to be in communication with my ex anymore, and I understand that. So 3 days later, okay, we're already having, that issue, that conversation, so we were kind of on rocky grounds with trust. So 3 days later, they filmed that scene. And I told them, I said, I understand where you're coming from. I understand if you don't want to propose right now. I don't want you to propose just because I'm your baby mama. And that's why I'm not pressuring him. When he proposes, if he ever proposes, that's because of his choice, and that will be the place that we're in at that time.
Now again, that was from October 2025, Gypsy explaining what had happened in the show prior. This clip is from September of 2025.
Yeah, we're living together. No, I'm not wearing a ring. You should talk to Ken about that.
What?
Nothing.
So, although Gypsy says that she doesn't want Ken to propose just because they have a child together, it's obvious that she wants to be married to Ken. Some would even go so far as to say that Gypsy trapped Ken with a baby so that they would always have a connection. They would always be in each other's lives no matter what.
He's stuck with me for life anyway. A ring can come off, a child cannot.
And because Mia just got engaged, everyone knows that Gypsy is likely jealous because she has said in the past multiple times that she's jealous of her sister Mia and that Mia is one of her triggers.
We all know that Gypsy likes to have different personalities, right? And she wants to be just like her sister Mia, right? Well, I'm going to show you a few pictures, and then I'm going to let you hear a clip because she definitely wants to be just like Mia. And it's kind of creepy. Picture number 1, they're both wearing the same kind of headband, the same kind of robe, even the same color. Look at Gypsy's face. Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right, next picture. Okay, on the left is Mia. She has on the same boots as Gypsy on the right that she wore to Jazz Fest. Mia posted this on October 12th of 2024. Picture number 3. These outfits almost look identical. Lululemon and the white shirt. Lululemon and a white shirt. Remember that? Yeah, they're both wearing the exact same outfit almost. But yeah, you can see it. It's right here. It's very apparent. Now I'm going to let you hear the clip from before Gypsy got out of prison.
I have been very jealous of my sister. And it's stupid, but the simple fact that she grew up with our father. She got to have him at prom. She got to have him teach her how to ride a bike. All the things that I never got to. And it hurts. I think about what could have been. I look at her, my sister, and I think maybe I would have just been just like her if I would have lived with my dad.
And even after Gypsy was released from prison, you could still tell during her Lifetime show that Gypsy was jealous and even a little competitive with Mia.
I wore these pants because I knew that she would probably be wearing leggings. And if she's going to show her body, I wanted to too.
That's nice. Sorry, I think them things on your chest are bigger too now.
Well, she's got the flat stomach. She's got the flat stomach. She has smaller boobs. But she's got like that athletic build.
How embarrassing to have this. This is how you're talked about on a reality TV show. Like, oh my God.
And I've got that like
I
got that stripper body.
Yes, that's the famous clip where Gypsy claims that she has a stripper body when she's comparing herself to her sister Mia. However, Gypsy claims that she's no longer jealous of her sister Mia, and that after she got out of prison, she had time to build a relationship and bond with her.
Absolutely did I used to be jealous of my sister. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you when, and I'm going to tell you why. So my entire childhood, since Mia was born till even when I was in prison, probably even right before I got out, I was jealous of my sister. Why? Because my mother always used to tell me, and this is one example, but I'm going to give you more. My mother, every time my birthday would come around, Thanksgiving or any kind of family holiday or something, my mom would be like, your dad didn't get you a birthday gift, or your dad didn't call you, or this, that, and the other. Your dad didn't do this because he's too busy with his other daughter, his favorite daughter. So as a child, and yes, I was a child, growing up into my teen years and even young adult, I was told that my dad didn't love me, that he loved his other two kids more. So growing up, that was already ingrained in my head. So people want to talk about my triggers. That's one of my triggers, is my sister. That is a trigger for me.
But if you're no longer jealous of your sister Mia, and you've had therapy and you've resolved these issues, why is she still a trigger for you?
Then when I got out, I got to have a relationship with my dad because, I was jealous of my sister, because she got to grow up with my dad. She got to get raised by my dad and in this, ideal home situation that I didn't get to. She went to prom, she went to school, she went to college, all things that, I thought had I just grown up with my dad, I could have had those things too. But I didn't grow up with my dad.
It's almost like it's misplaced anger that she should have against her father Rod for not being more involved in her life, and it's turned into jealousy for her sister Mia and maybe even her other siblings that did grow up with her father.
And then I came to realize that, our life turned out vastly different. We're sisters, but we are so different from each other. And I learned that is okay. And I let all of that jealousy go.
But did Gypsy actually let it go? Because although Gypsy was in prison and she came out and now has a relationship with her father and family, their lives are still vastly different. Mia went to college, got her nursing degree. She's now getting engaged. She is still living the life that Gypsy didn't get to have and that Gypsy wants, especially with her now being engaged. And a little healthy competition, no harm, no foul, right? But jealousy becomes dangerous when it leads to hatred, when the feelings of insecurity turn into resentment, they become hostility, and they lead to hate. And that's where this situation becomes dangerous. Because whereas Gypsy was able to admit in the past that she was jealous of her sister Mia, if she's saying that she no longer is jealous, but actually deep down she is, that's where this crosses into dangerous territory. Because once jealousy turns to envy, it becomes a strong driver of hatred, which can lead to the desire of wanting to hurt or harm that person. And I think with Gypsy Rose Blanchard's track record of being a convicted felon for orchestrating the unaliving of her mother, that is what people are so concerned about. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Please do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe for more true crime and TikTok tea.